Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane and I hope you're all okay. So let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane, let's get to it. So, a little while ago, last month I think it was sometime, which was August, I received an email from Intoresin. I think it was just sent to lots of people. I don't know who it was sent to be honest. Asking if I wanted to receive a mould and just pay for the postage. So I said yes, and it was just a random mould, and received it yesterday. So I thought I'd open it up together and see what we got. So it comes with care instructions, like it always does for their crystal handmade moulds. How to look after it. So if I just hold that, just in case you need to read it. So it does say on here free trial, and what it said was the order was a handmade mould for free trial, save 100% using the code in the description, and that's what I did. So it looks like it's a snowflake star kind of mould, which is cool. So we're going to test that today. Have a look what it's like. Just take that packet. I always leave these pieces of paper on because they're easy to get out the moulds. Well, that's a pretty, where is, oh, it's got a lovely little star in the middle. And there is a bibbly bit there. Not sure if you can see that little bibbly bit there. So that's for the hanger. And it's very pretty. But I do like that star in the middle. That's really cool. So anyway, that's the mould we'll be using. But I also received a package from J Diction, and they sent me a pack of their fast curing epoxy to test out. So we're going to test these two things together today and see what we get. Now I just need something to open the box with. Snip that open. See what we get inside. So we get, oh sorry, knocking you about everybody. So we get part A, part B. So there we go. That's you get 32 fluid ounces of each, which is 950 mils. 4-hour demold, 1:1 ratio, and I believe this is a volume, is it? Not sure. I'm gonna have to check the instructions in a moment. So that's those. Oh, we get a spatula, scrapey mixing stick, and instructions. So first things first, let's just have a quick look and see what the ratio to mixing is. Yep, so it says in the first step there, measure equal amounts of A and B by volume and not weight. So that's fine. So I'm going to mix up some resin and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I'm using my Stoyo automatic mixer, and this is quite a thick epoxy as it's a 4-hour demoulding one, which have a tendency of being really thick, and this is mixing it really easily. Obviously it's going to want to spin the tub around because of it's quite thick, but if you have a normal cup without a handle on, you're going to have to hold it because it's just going to spin around and not mix. So as it goes back around again, it's going to turn, but once it gets to there, it's fine again. So I'm just going to let that continue mixing. But what I decided to do, I can't just put it clear, so I'm going to put some of this sparkly glitter in. It's the set of 14, was it 14? Yeah, set of 14 non-sync glitters that Intoresin sent me a while ago as well, and I thought I'd use number 3 today, which is like a very pale blue, very similar colour to my gloves, but I thought it'd be nice for the little snowflake. So I'm just going to quickly pat along with a bit of sellotape because there's a tiny bit of bits in it. I think it's probably just where I'll just pick the glitter up. Okay, that's the mould ready. Where's the bibbly gone? The bibbly bits there. I keep losing that bibbly bit. I don't think it really matters where the bibbly bit is when you're just filling it up, but I just like to know where it is. So once this is mixed, I'm going to add some of this. But for now, just want to see if I've actually opened this one. No, I haven't. So pop the lid off. Considering it's so thick as well, it's mixing up really nice. Consider there's not too many bubbles. So I'm hoping, because this is this is flat and all open, there's no undercut parts, that this should hopefully degas in the 4 hours. But if not, it'll just be hidden by the little tiny bubbles will be hidden by this glitter, I believe, anyway. Okay, so that's finished. All I'm going to do now is lift that up, stand it above there, get my little scraper. I need to glitter out the way first so I don't knock it all flying. Get my little scraper and scrape off some of this excess resin. Okay. Right. So, just lift that up a tiny bit. Scrape off the bottom. I'm just going to leave it dangling and let it drip off by itself for now. So as you can see, that's mixed up nicely, not too many bubbles, but we're going to give it a mix with a silicone. I'm not using the one that came with it, I'm not keen on those, so there's nothing against them, I just don't like them personally. But I'm just giving this a quick mix, just to make sure I've scraped the bottom and around the edges to make sure it's fully mixed. As when you're using these mixers, they don't actually get to the very bottom, or they don't get to the edges, so you have to make sure you've got all of the resin mixed up. Try not to introduce too many bubbles like I do. I'm a sod for doing it. I don't know how I manage it sometimes, but anyway, right, I'm going to get my tiny little spoon and we're going to add some glitter. I have no idea how much I need, but I know this stuff goes a long way. That's 1, 2, try 3 tiny little spoons for now. Let's see what we get. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's like orange on the top of there. Oh, that's so pretty. Gently mixing it round. Now that's crazy, because that's completely gone a totally different, an absolute totally different colour. It's like really pretty pinks and reds now. That's balmy. But it's not quite enough for my liking. I want a tiny little bit more. 1 more scoop and make that 4 scoops. And we'll call it that. This stuff will go for a long time because you don't need a lot of it. Just gives a nice subtle effect. Obviously you can use more if you want to. I want to, but I'm not going to. So we'll test it like this first. Okay, so that's all that mixed in nicely. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. Now, as this is a really thick resin, I'm gonna get my little, oops, wait a second, let me just clean it off first, that end. Get my little silicone stick with the pointy end. It's not going to hurt the silicone because it is silicone. The mould, sorry. So, oh, there's another bit there. Oh, there's always a bit that gets in there, isn't there, when you're doing it? Right, so let's just check you in view. And I'm going to start pouring very small amount I'm going to get it in that centre bit. Just trying to let it go into each section very slowly and let it kind of work its way down. And that way, hopefully, if there's any bubbles, they will disperse themselves. Now I'm going to assume the star needs covering up and that it all needs covering up completely. Wow, I made way too much there. I mixed up 100 mils and I've probably only used about 25 mils there. So all I'm doing now is just dragging the pointy end into any of the corner bits and making sure there's no trap bubbles like that one was there. Okay, do a little droppy. And I think that's pretty much all we need to do on that for now. So I'm going to let this sit. I'll babysit it for a while and check that there's no bubbles. But for now, I think that's perfectly fine to just leave that as it is. So I shall see you for the demould. Okay, so I left this for quite a few hours, probably about 6 hours, and it's now rock hard. I have discovered that, yes, I think I've actually poured this a little bit too deep, but it's fine because I can test it with a bean. But it's fine because I had a feeling it would do that because it was the thick resin. But I'm not bothered about that because I can just test it with a thinner one at another date. But let's just have a look what we got. This is looking beautiful already. Find where the bibbly was. Where's the bibbly? There's a bibbly hole somewhere. Where are you, bibbly hole? Ah, there we are. There's a bibbly hole. Right. Okay, so out we come. Mould is absolutely perfect still. Got a few bits of need snipping off before I let me see the whole thing. Snip off those little bits there because it's still a little bit soft. Not that it sounds like it. They come off quite easily. There. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that's beautiful. And because I've left that with, I've filled it in completely, I think that would probably look really nice with something put in the centre of it. But yeah, definitely overspilled. There's quite a bit of overspillage there now I've turned it over. But don't worry, I shall try this again with a thinner, less viscous, what do they call it again, guys? Resin. Gosh. So I think what I'm going to do quickly, as I've got that without a hole in it, I'm going to add something into it. I'm going to use a little bit of this Lightwish coloured UV resin, just to get put in the middle, just so that it stands out a little bit more, and we'll see what this looks like. Just going to fill it up let me just move my hands out of the way a little bit. Just squeezing it out just so that it fills it up completely in that hole in the centre. Do have a couple of bubbles stuck down the bottom there, so let me just get this and drag them up. Up you come, you bums. Up you come. Bubbles not welcome, thank you. So I'm just going to drag this to the very tip. Each one. A little lighter quickly. Pop the bubbles. Pesky bubbles. Right, I'm just going to put that into my double-sided curer. Double-sided lamp. Couldn't think what the words was then. And I'll be right back. So I'm quickly going to add a little bit. That's completely flat now. I wanted it slightly domed. So I'm just going to add a little bit more on top. And hopefully that will dome and not go over the edges, which it's trying to do. No! Damn it. I'll catch that in a minute. No, get back up here. Oh, son of a gun. Well, I boo-booed that, didn't I? Right. Fix that bit there. Fix that bit there. There we go. Fixed. Gonna whisk it and try and get a little bit more of a dome. But first of all, I'm going to pop it back into there so that I can just show it straight under. Spread out and add that for 5 minutes. Okie doke, that's that done. Let's pull that out and move my thing out of the way. Okay, right. So there we go. That's a nice little blue background, not blackground. So all I need to do now is drill the rest of that hole back out. Got this little drill. It's a USB one from Temu, I do believe it was. Was it Temu? Can't remember. Or AliExpress. One of the two. It's in one of my hauls, I'm sure. Well, all we're going to do, the hole's mainly there, just got to go through the rest. Switch it back off. And quickly capture them bits. And what I thought would be nice would be to try one of these big bezels I have. I think that one there will probably be the best kind because it's nice and long. Nice long one to reach over the top. And oops, pull it apart a little bit more first. Where's the hole gone? I'm trying to shove it in nothing then. Put it in the back, in the front. And there we go. I think that looks really pretty with that bezel. But yeah, that's really pretty. Not quite as sparkly as I was hoping it would be. With the sparkle inside, maybe that's taken away the... No, shut up. So there we have it. Let me get something white. I'll sit it on a piece of white paper. There we go. That's beautiful, I think. Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely sparkles. And I think that'll look really beautiful hanging up, either on a Christmas tree or just hanging in a window, letting in some sparkly light. So yeah, I like that mould. It's a lovely mould. Thank you, Intoresin, for the free trial. Lovely mould. There's a lot of potential you could do with this. You could make just the star in the middle. Possibly make just the star in the middle, or just do different colours in all the sections. I think that'll be really nice. So yeah, watch this space and we will try this out again at some point and see what we get. But for now, I have a bonus demould, as I've been adding resin to this every single time. In fact, the first bit is actually eco-pour, but I've been adding bits of resin, what's been left over, so it's going to be a multicolour of everything apart from the lid. So we'll quickly do the lid and see if I manage to get all the bubbles out, which will be interesting. Oh, got one there. There's always one bubble, isn't there? Oh, so there's the lid. I do believe this was amethyst colouring from Just For You online. I remember using this colour with some of the sparkle from Intoresin. Non-sync glitter from Intoresin, that is, sorry. And now let's do, or attempt to do this. Now it's finished. Interested to see how it comes out and what colours we got, because I can't remember a lot of them. Oh, first time using this mould. For normal, anybody without hand problems, this is probably an easy mould to demould. It's coming, but it's just me having fiddly fingers. Aha. There we go. Oh, I've got my glove stuck now. It doesn't really need alcohol because, like I say, it's an easy demould. It's just me. So that's that. Pop the centre out. Poppity poppity pop. Come on, let's go. Boop. Always turn your mould back as soon as you can so that it doesn't lose shape. And there's that. And there we go. Oh wow, that's an interesting. Oh gosh, look at all them different colours. Big bubble there, but not to worry. Wow, there's a lot of different colours in there. I love that blue. But there we go. That's my first. What do we call these? Mishmash pot made with. It's my first one of these actual pumpkin pots as well. So there we go. Little mishmash of all kinds of stuff. But like I say, I'll get photos of everything so you can see them. Thanks. So that's that. Bring this fella back. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to my channel members, all my subscribers, and any of the wonderful suppliers who are kind enough to send products for me to test and share with you all. I have links in the description box below for discounts, and there are referral links as well, which earns me a little bit of pennies to keep the channel going. So I hope to see you all again soon. There will be an extra video tomorrow, which will be the collaboration, the autumn collaboration with Mini Scenes GB and Crafty YouTubers Unite. So please don't forget to check out that. There will be a link in the description here as well for the playlist, so please check it out, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.